AM4 motherboards are getting better and better in 2026 because AMD is releasing very good CPUs still. And with the release of the Ryzen 5 5500X 3D, which I was very excited about, I have a dedicated video for it. You guys should definitely check it out. It's the best gaming CPU in the market, value for money wise currently. Well, a lot of motherboards are also being made and improved. And what we have here today is an AliExpress special $50 motherboard coming from the depths of China, which should be really bad, but it's actually way too good for the price. And I'm talking about this, the Soyo B550M RGB. And the box is probably the coolest box I've seen in recent times. It's cooler than what ASUS is doing. And you also have a Monarch Dragon branding on it. It's really cool. And yeah, I mean, the box itself, they just tell you it's PCIe 4.0 compatible, SSD and GPU. And then it has 2 DRAM slots, which is good because that means the lines are closer to the CPU and we can get better CPU overclocking. That's why also the Apex motherboard from ASUS, the $800 motherboard, only has 2 slots. You saw that on my 8000 MHz DDR5 build. And that's also why I've gotten crazy good results on the channel just with any Chinese motherboard with 2 slots. Better than name branded motherboards with 4 slots, actually. For example, the AliExpress B550M was one of the best DDR5 overclockers I've got, which is crazy. But enough with that and more with the motherboard. So the motherboard has a pretty nice heatsink, white on the left side. It comes in without battery, so you will have to get your own CMOS battery, but they just cost $1 on Amazon. But factor that in. It has pretty good connectivity on the back, as you can see. Plenty of USBs, actually more than I was expecting. Good LAN connectivity, and also a few jack ports. On the inside, we have quite a few fan controllers. Actually, the layout of the board is a bit strange. We have the 3.0 USB on the right side, but also the 2.0 USB on the right side, which is unusual, but it was good because I forgot to plug it in before putting the GPU in the build. So that actually saved me a little bit of time. For the rest, motherboard is pretty standard. We actually have a reinforced PCIe slot, as well as 2 M.2 NVMe slots, even having support for smaller SSDs, which as you can see, I'm using in this build because times are tough. And overall, physically, the boards look very good. Now, usually people are skeptical about VRM temps, so I just got a thermal imaging camera. Well, that's a very fancy name for just a laser cheap thing that measures temperature. But as you can see, on the top, that's where we have our actual memory MOSFETs, and they're not getting hot at all. And on the left side, where we have our actual voltage MOSFETs, these are also not getting hot. Now again, we are using a 6-core 12-threaded CPU, so nothing too fancy. But this thing draws 105 watts, which is not that little actually. But I am using a cooler with a top-down cooling mechanism, so we are getting quite a bit of airflow over the socket. That helps for sure. Now enough with the physical layout. If you go ahead and install Windows on it, it's going to just boot off the get-go first try. And the actual BIOS, even though when you open it, of course, it defaults to Chinese, you can switch it to English with one click. It's actually very complete. Now, I talked about this at length. I have quite a few motherboard reviews on the channel from those lesser known brands like Huanansi, Qingyue, Machinist. They're all on the channel. But I think there is one guy making devices for all these motherboards because they're all the same and they're very good. This one actually I like a bit more in terms of UI and the layout, but in terms of features, it's the same as the other ones, which is very complete. On par with ASUS, MSI, Gigabyte, exactly on par. And it also has very good overclocking options. I like how instead of doing a very bad menu for overclocking, they just put the AMD overclocking options into the actual overclocking tab, which is good, you know, it's more intuitive. And of course, the motherboard RGB-wise is compatible with all the software out there, like OpenRGB, Signal. You can use whatever you want to actually control it, but it also has its own software, which is pretty bad. But what we care about is performance. And with this motherboard, again, RAM overclocking is actually better than a 4DIMM slot motherboard. CPU undervolting is exactly the same as any other motherboard, and it's not throttling in gaming, which means you get full performance from this motherboard. And if you're spending double your money to get a name branded motherboard, you're literally wasting your money. The only reason you may want to spend more is if you want a full-size motherboard, because this is micro ATX. So you need a micro ATX case, but micro ATX cases are also cheaper. So this is the motherboard you should buy in 2026 for AM4, as long as it stays at about $50. As usual, I will leave the link to it down below. You should always buy only with coupons on AliExpress. It's very important. Don't pay full price. Just add it to the cart and wait for coupons to drop, then buy it. And with that said, if you guys had any Soyo motherboards, drop a comment down below. Let me know how your experience went. If you watched the video this far, drop a like and subscribe. You can also now become a member. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.